love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said, what's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Buffalo Bills.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Carr. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From midfield, here's Carr. And that is incomplete. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go with Jacobs, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st down, Las Vegas.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Jacobs now. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's Jones. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The tackle made by
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 44. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Allen's throw is complete, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. First down carry by Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 20.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Now Jones. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Allen. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th and goal.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
22-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 31, Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
He's checking. Crash. Check. 56. Kill.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Tackled at the 29-yard.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Jones.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. At the
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And no return on this one as the fair catch a signal for and take it.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Running is Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Carr now on 1st down. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st down.
Now a carry for Jacobs. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing his car on third down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense has really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this a 39-yard attempt. Well, this one's knuckling, and it just does get over the crossbar. He didn't get much of it, but he got it to go. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
Throwing now is Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 42-yard.
From the gun, it's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made at his
Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Carr's
Give him play, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Sam Martin now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is taken at about the 14. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Max Crosby on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Extra point right down the middle. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And we are even at 10 apiece. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Here's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On first down, Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Second and 15. Now Allen off the bootleg. And he completes it to Hunt. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run it with Jones. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Allen going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Made the tackle.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The ball carrier.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
What now?
From the gun, Carr. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, but it'll be 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd.
The Raiders on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Carr. He's going to loft him. That's caught at the 25. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
Raiders.
Going to give it to Jacobs. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Allen. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
34 on the carry.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they give this time to the tailback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Raiders 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jones. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Bills, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get